Here we go. It's me. It's your boy, the Louisiana Country Boy, coming at you live. Coming at you live.
Oh my God.
More again with another episode of my worthless 2 cents table talk. Look at him. Well, your approval is not needed. Peep, peep. You thought I was going to forget that, didn't you? But I ain't. Look here, y'all. Old Country Ball had to get fancified. I had to get fancified because Mama told me, she said, look here, when you got company coming over, you need to look your best. So I tried to look my best.
Well, when your company is looking busted, I'm straight off the highway.
I ain't no busted over there. Look here, if y'all looking, y'all ain't got to look at me in my party tie tonight. But what I told y'all earlier, I done told y'all, I say at 3 o'clock, I say, don't y'all eat nothing else, because y'all gonna eat tonight. Country Boy got his tie, I got my plate, I got my spoon, because I know we finna eat tonight. We gonna eat tonight. Look here. I told y'all I don't be doing no introduction, but this guest right here, y'all know I had to do some things because this right here is exciting. This here's a homegirl. She is the queen of the ship. She's the queen of the ship. That she is.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Now y'all gonna have to do it. So y'all gonna have to call her Miss Turner. Miss Turner, if you're sassy, Miss Turner.
No.
But look here, this right here. This is a. My guest tonight is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful person. I mean, I'm talking about a wonderful person. I'm talking about a mother. I'm talking about a grandmother. Or maybe JJ. I don't know what they call them these days. JJ, I don't know. I got grandmama there. JJ, she's a JJ.
Lovey.
A lovey. She's a lovey.
Lovey.
She's a lovey. Okay, you heard what she said. That's what they call. They got all kinds of names for. I wish I would have called my grandma something like that. She'd have beat me up. But look here, she is a wonderful person. She is a wonderful person. Her heart, beautiful heart. I'll tell you this little thing right here. I heard this young lady speak once. She was on one of these old live things, and I heard her. And I'm telling you, I almost broke into tears.
Oh wow!
And it was real. It was from the heart. I know that she's a caring person. I know that she is. You know, first time I remember seeing this young lady was at a football game. That's right, Country Boy used to go to football game. He was there ripping on her son. She and rooting for real. I thought
of course.
I think the baby got hurt, and I think she's about to go down there on the field and tell somebody else. I don't know.
Correct. Probably.
I said, ooh, she's a real
probably.
But look, I'm gonna close my old trap. I'm gonna sit back here with my old fancy tie on, showing up. Look, I'm gonna do like they do. I'm gonna throw it like this. Yep, throw it over the side because I don't want nothing to waste on it. Look here. Without further ado, I ain't gonna say nothing else. Y'all ain't gonna hear nothing else from me. Y'all ain't gonna.
Oh, yes, they are.
Maybe 1, 2 more things. I might say 1, 2 more things. You know, but for the most part, the table tonight belongs to Miss Turner. Miss Turner, look here. Introduce yourself to the people. Look here. Y'all do one thing for me. This is what I want y'all to do. Sit back, relax, put on your headgear. Oh, Miss Turner, put something in their ear. Talk to him, girl.
Again, I want to apologize for the delay. You know, I had to travel today, unexpected. The show was supposed to start at 8 o'clock, but I had to go pick up my college student and bring him home.
Right.
So, sorry for the delay. Sorry for the attire. This is travel attire. I didn't have time to switch it up and get cute for the show, but it is what it is. You have to be transparent and you have to be yourself at all times. So, yeah.
That is, that part.
So, like he said, my name is Tundra Turner. Some people call me T-Turn. My grandson calls me Lovey. I'm a mother to 3 sons, 28, 25, and 22. My grandson is 5. I am I have been a counselor at Grambling State University for 16 long years. I'm a
Wow.
social worker, and I'm also the founder of She Rose Again LLC. Um, she Rose Again is basically an organization that God put on my heart years ago, and I never started. I'm the type of person that will sit on stuff like because no, I shouldn't do this or people won't accept it. But my friends and family was like, no, believe it or not, people really like gravitate to you. And how I got the name, I was just like, well, I counseled a student, no lie, about 15 years ago. And she was like, I'm gonna start calling you Rose. And I was like, why? She was like, because just listen to your story, you like that rose that grew through the concrete. I said, hmm. So that's why I initially thought I wanted the name to be Concrete Rose, but how God operate, that name was taken. So it was like a Saturday before Easter, and I was in my house like praising God and just meditating. And the song came on, He Rose Again. I was like, that's it. She rose again.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, it was about 10 years ago. About 2 years ago, I went on and got it registered. And basically what it is basically what it says, She Rose Again. It's not just for she, it's for males too, individuals that have gone through things. Um, Life has stubbed them out. And you don't sit there. You don't stick there. You do not sit in that stuff and you just rise up and come out a warrior. So I was like, I'm gonna get this together, have empowerment sessions, street outreaches, whatever it is, podcasts, anything just to get the word out because we all need that extra touch, the extra lift. So that's what that's mainly about. Um, I'm 42. I'm not ashamed to tell my age. I was a teenage mother. I had my first son when I was 14, and that's one of the biggest issues. Also, I like to reach out to teenage girls to let them know that I did it, but that was my story. But if you can prevent those things, prevent it as long as you can. But if it so happens to happen, don't sit there. If you fall off the wagon, brush off your knee and get back up because you can do it. You're looking at a living testimony. I had supported parents, family, friends. It wasn't easy, and that's one of my biggest struggles. Greatest things, greatest blessings, but one of the biggest struggles has been a young black teenage mother and finishing high school, finishing college, going to get my master's degree, and just evolving in life. It wasn't easy, but I'm gonna take it back. But if I can just touch and reach one young lady, just to motivate them, encourage them, let them see me and see that I did it, but your story may not be like mine. But if it so happens to happen that you can get through life and you can accomplish some things. I'm real strong on mental health, because we all deal with something, and people tend to shy away from acknowledging that they have issues.
Yes.
And it's okay. Like I tell people all the time, it's okay not to be okay. And when we learn that and stop worrying about what people say and get the help that we need, life becomes better. Because if you're not happy, you can't make nobody else happy. And can't nobody make you happy because you're not happy with yourself. So mental health is important. I'm really big on that. There's a stigma around getting help. Oh, that person goes to counselor, something wrong with them. And also in the African American home, our parents say what happens in this house stays in this house and pray about it. And it's true, pray about it. But God gave people, He blessed people with talents, gifts, and prayer, faith, and therapy works hand in hand. It
Yes.
does. He has placed people in your path to help you. So don't worry about society. Don't worry about the stigmas. If you need help, get the help that you need. Sometimes as a counselor, I have to take a me day. And plenty of times I sit in my coworker chairs and be like, look, I need to talk. I blow on my friends.
Right.
On one particular friend, like I talk to her all the time, you're human. And the thing is, you have to have uncomfortable conversations with your family because sometimes we go through things and we're not understanding. My mama and dad went through that as well, or
Yeah.
my grandparents went through it, and they're ashamed. They won't tell you, but you have to sit down and ask them, "Hey, did you suffer from anxiety or depression? Did you have mood swings?" And you'll find out a lot about yourself just by talking to your family.
Yes.
Like have those uncomfortable conversations because you're human. Life is a roller coaster. Life changes, things happen, events happen, and don't ever be ashamed to get the help that you need. And that's the biggest thing. We sit on that stuff. And what they say, pressure busts pipes. You sit on it long enough, you go explode. And that's when people have these episodes and these mental breakdowns. So don't be ashamed to get the help that you need. It starts with you. Like, there's something wrong with all of us. I don't care what you say, how you look at it, there's something wrong with all of us. So that's what I'm really big on, helping people, letting people know that it's okay not to be okay, and
Right,
get the
right.
healing that you need. You have to get that healing. Because if I'm not happy, I don't care. Whether you're in a relationship, your significant other go suffer because you're not happy, the people around you, your children will suffer, your friends, because don't nobody want to be around a depressed person all the time. Let's just be honest. We
Right,
just don't. We can help them, but you don't want to be around somebody every day that's down.
right.
So get the help that you need. Don't be afraid to say that you need the help. And practice self-care. I'm big on that. Whatever it is you like. If you want to go work out, you want to shop, whatever it is, traveling, whatever it is, do those things. For women, go get your hair done. For men, go get your hair cut. If those things, get your nails done. If that make you feel good, do those things. You have to find those things that make you feel better in life.
That is so true. And that's the thing. What you said, a lot of those things you touched on. I started doing this because so many people were inside that I call it wearing the mask. I, I, this
Well,
show,
I'm glad you said that. My
this show
first
is about
event
ripping it off.
My first event with She Rose in was Mask Off. That was
Mm,
the name of my event. And Mask Off is simply is we cover up that hurt. We cover up that shame. And once you lift that mask and be you, like
yeah,
transparently be you, I don't care about what nobody say. I'm gonna get this help that I need. Then life becomes way better. You're on that journey to be happy. So man, and we wear masks all the time. All of us. We pretend like we're happy, go to work every day, smiling in people's face, and those are the people that you'll hear about. Sadly, that they take their lives because
yes,
well, I couldn't tell he or she was sad. You won't ever be able to tell
right.
because they wear that mask. And just like for you, this is therapy for you. Like you doing this podcast, that's something that you enjoy doing, and it helps, and
Yes,
you're helping other people.
and it's so true. And I have. It took me a while, man. I can now come out here and I can talk about a whole bunch of stuff. I hear stuff for a whole bunch of years, girl. Let me tell you, I got to digging up stuff in the backyard up there, Lord. Ooh.
Right.
But that's what we do. We cover and we cover. I've done so many segments about everybody got something broken. I don't care who you is. Folks be out here lying like they just you broke somewhere. You broke somewhere. Quit lying. But what has happened in society now is everybody looks alike because so many folks broke. So
Yeah.
we look like we all look alike. But then here's the crazy part that I've noticed: when you get healed, they ostracize you because you look different.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like misery loves company. Like, and it's true, like, even on a spiritual journey, you can party with people all day. You have all the friends in the world. When you take that walk, your
Woo,
friends, you lose friends.
woo.
You
We
really
eat
do.
crickets.
Everybody ain't is not meant to go on your journey with you. And
Right.
through life, I've lost important people. Like I've lost friends. It hurt, but you have to understand that everybody is not supposed to be on your journey. Or if they do belong on your journey, when God gets you where He needs you to be, then those people will come back, or He
Yes.
will allow you to bring those people back. But you're going to lose friends. You're going to lose people when you try to do right, or you try to help yourself. Just like money, like people get money and you get all the enemies in the world because people
Mhm.
like to see you down with them. It's just life though. You just gotta roll with the punches. Like people change on you, situations gonna change. It is what it is. It's all about self healing, self awareness, and doing what you gotta just do you. That's
That's it.
all. Just do you.
That's it.
And
That's
not
it.
everybody gonna like you. And when people tend to get that out, like everybody ain't gonna like you. It's okay. Like, I never done anything to these people. It's them. It's not you, but it's okay. If
Right.
everybody like you, there may be a problem that everybody like you. So, we got this people. Everybody ain't gonna like you. You ain't gonna be everybody's cup of tea, and it is what it is.
Hey, look here. Look here. You know what I tell them? Your haters are your best supporters. That's what you got to know. And the Bible speaks of it. I ain't going to go biblical or nothing. But look here.
Yeah,
He did say, I'm going to make your enemies your footstool. So if everybody like you ain't got no enemies, where you going to put your foot?
right. I need God to place that table. I will place my table, God. in front of them. Either they're gonna sit and eat or watch me. It is what it is.
Look,
Like
and look,
you just
yeah, if you everybody your friends, who you gonna who ain't nobody for him to set a table for.
right.
You
So
ain't gonna eat because you want
you
all
gonna
the
have
food.
haters. If that's what you call them, you're gonna have haters. You're gonna have people ain't gonna like you. And sometimes it may be your family. It is what it is. The friends, you're gonna have those people. It's just what it is. It's life. I mean, like you said, you have to have a footstool. And if I don't have a footstool, I mean, who am I climb on? Who am I show all this greatness to? Like somebody ought to see it and get mad. It is what it is.
Oh Lord, that is so true. But we become so conditioned sometimes to just want to fit in. We want to just fit in. I talked about this so much. I've been that person. I've been that person that even though I was one of them little round pegs. Here I was trying to trim myself down to fit into a square. And sometimes we be like, well, I can just trim off and I can just be like this so I can fit in. That ain't where you're supposed to be.
Right.
That ain't where.
I've always told my sons, I just really, really thank God. I thank God that my sons never had to try to fit in. I've never had to try to fit in. Just like people can talk about this little area, but this area we're all family. I didn't have ever too many enemies. But in the case, I always taught my sons, I always tell them I love them first. Because ain't nobody gonna be able to tell you they love you, you fall for it. Because my mama told me first.
Right,
So,
right.
I always tried to build them up, I always say I did my best. So what they do after that, that's on them. I did what I was supposed to do. And like with me, my parents, my parents, I come from a great family. They taught us, my daddy kind of quiet, but I know I see a great man. And, he has taught me what to look for in a man. However, whatever I did, it was on my own because I was hard headed. So, you just, if you just you implement those things in your life, everybody ain't gonna like you. Be you, when you have to fake like you're something, that's when you really ain't happy. Like I'm not gonna pretend. I don't want to fit in. I've never wanted to fit in. Either you gonna like me or not, and just like me, the stigma plus size women. Let's talk about that. Like people, I get so offended because they feel like they have to settle. They feel like they have to just take the bottom of the barrel because you're not happy with yourself. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You hear me?
Come. Tell them again. Tell them again.
Period. Period. But I had to get there.
Right.
Like it wasn't always like this. And so I understand. I feel that pain. A lot of my students, when they come to counseling, I'm looking at me, that old person. I see that 16, 17, 22-year-old young lady. And that's my job now. And then, I thought I wanted to be a nurse. I'm going to be honest. And when God sent me through this path, I'm like, what? But I understand now. And, my pastor always say, the things you went through, it wasn't for you. It was for somebody else.
Yes.
And now I see, and I'm there and God has put a gift inside of me. He has taught me some things, let me see some things, and I'm here to help people. And that's just what it is. Do I get tired? Yeah. Don't want to quit my job 12 times a day? Yes. But I wouldn't trade it because I have, like I said, people that I've counseled 20 years ago, felt like 20, so roughly 17, and they call me back and be like, thank you. And I'm like, no, thank God. But yes, he did utilize me. So, we have to just stick together. And that's my purpose. That's my calling. It is what it is.
And that's a beautiful thing. And you're so right. I say that all the time. And I tell people what we're going through and the things we're going through is not for us. It is to, and I get agitated sometimes when I see people that have gone through but don't want to share.
Yeah.
It ain't yours.
It's not.
God didn't do that for you to be like, I ain't gonna tell nobody about it. No. Because guess what? Wherever you came from, I promise you, somebody's there.
You have to tell it. Don't sit on it. And for She Rose Again, our motto is you can't heal from what you won't reveal. Ooh. That's our motto. Like you can't heal from what you won't reveal. You have to talk about it. You sit on that stuff and sit on that stuff, and you're just opening wounds and opening wounds and opening wounds, and you're not getting the healing that you need. So you'll never fully be able to enjoy life. Because I don't talk about because they're not talking about the dysfunctional households they were raised in. They're not talking about the sexual assault. They're not talking about the abuse or, the neglect. They're not talking about that heartbreak that they went through because they're sitting on it, they're ashamed. But like you said, your story, somebody needs to hear it.
Yes.
Like I counsel people every day and I sit there and I'm like, thank you, God. After so many sessions, I'll be like, thank you, because I needed to hear that myself. So I always say you can't heal from what you won't reveal. Talk about it. Somebody needs to hear it. Like, don't sit on that stuff. Let it out. If you cry, and I always say this to my I always tell my young men this in counseling, and I've told my sons this before. As men, we society tends to shy away from men, thinking they don't go through things as well. And as a mother of three sons, that's not true. But as little girls, we watch Cinderella with the glass slipper. We want to get married. We bump our knee. That somebody go pick you up and pat you. A little boy fall and hurt himself. The first thing they say, "You don't cry. You're a boy."
Right.
So they live with it. And so when they get older, they feel like I can't show emotions. It's girlish for me to cry. And no, it's not. And that's why so many men deal with issues that they haven't dealt with because they don't know how to talk about it. They don't know how to be themselves. They don't know how to say it's okay for me to be emotional right now. It's okay for me to cry. They just ball it up and keep going, ball it up and keep going, and hurt people. So that's why there's been so many multiple relationships because they ain't healed and they keep hurting people, hurting woman after woman, woman after woman, because they haven't got what they needed because they're taught that. You have to tell little boys if they fall and cry, my grandson, tell me what's wrong. I want to know. I would never tell him that boys aren't supposed to cry because you do. I'm not saying cry about everything, but it's okay to show your emotions. And I tell men this all the time. You go through something and you think you heal. And I always try to I use it like a scrape on the knee. You fall and we don't all feel on concrete and hurt our knee. And then scab come. But bump that knee again, it's still bloody on the inside because it's not healed. Men will hide stuff, and it's still hurting on the inside. And even females. But we have to learn how to get healed internally,
Yes.
and so the outside can reflect it.
Most definitely. I totally agree. And you are in such a wonderful situation. When I say that, I'm sitting here listening to you. And the fact is that here you are with four men. Here you are. Four. And so you have that opportunity to tell them, and to show them like, well, you can. You can. If there's something wrong, talk about it. If there's something wrong, hey, you know what? If you hurt, you hurt. And you're so right, because that aspect of having that for men. Ooh, and I've had some men on here, and I've been in men's groups, and that's one of them things, like for real.
Right, it is.
That goes.
And I tell God, thank you all the time for giving me another shot. I'm gonna be honest, because I'm transparent. When my son told me he was about to be a father, I was mad. You think you think the worst as a parent, but eventually I got over it. My grandson is my whole life, and I always tell God, thank you for giving me another shot. I'm wiser now, so I'm here to help raise him. I'm here to tell him things, and I got another shot. Things that I felt like that I didn't do correctly as a mother. I have that opportunity now to do it with my grandson.
Right.
And every chance I get, I talk to him, even though he's 5. We have conversations. Even if he don't understand, he's listening. And I tell him all the time, like, it's okay to be hurt. It's okay to be mad, but let's talk about it.
Right.
And so, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for my sons, but I'm truly grateful. Like, you love your kids, but it's something about them grandkids. It's just something about it. I can't explain it. I just can't. I can't explain it.
Old country boy, he'll double up because my grandbaby is 3, about to be 4. My baby is 3, so it's kind of I kind of juggle it around there.
Yeah,
it is a wonderful thing, to, as you said, to get that opportunity. It's kind of like everything that you've learned, you get to apply.
You get to apply, because like I said, I was 14. Me and my sons grew up together, literally. Like, I didn't get a manual. Didn't nobody tell me. I had my parents, but I didn't have a manual. I had to get kids dressed, put them on the bus, and go to school myself. In college, I had to drag kids into the classroom with me. So it was a learning trial and error for me with my sons. But we made it. Like, we made it. And I tell everybody all the time, like, I was able to graduate from high school with 2 kids, two. College with 3. I got my master's with 3 kids, and I did that only for them so they can see, despite everything, you can do it. And my baby boy, my last son, he's great. He's a graduate senior, so I think I did fairly well.
Yes.
And that's just what it's all about. Like everything I do and still do is for them and for my grandson. So people can say, you got to let them, oh, yeah, they're grown, but they still mine. I ain't asking you for nothing. They mine.
That part. And that is so wonderful to be able to do that, and what you have instilled. I will say this, and I say it a lot, and a lot of people that come on here, you're walking it. I'm that guy. I'm that thing. Don't tell me about your faith. Don't tell me. Don't sit here and yap in my ear about this, that, and the other. I can do this. No, walk it. Let my sight.
Because I'm a whole mess too. Like people, I have to tell people. I have students, people, friends. Like, how do you? I said, look, I cry a lot. I mess up a lot. I'm not even where I want to fully be in life. Just to be honest. But I'm not where I used to be.
Right.
And I know that there is room for growth. I tell people I'm human. Like I go through stuff. Like this to be honest, the past 4 years has been one of the hardest years of my life. But people don't know that. Because I have to get up. I have to get up and do what I do every day. So, that's why when I see those posts, I check on your strong friends. Check on your strong friends. Because we need help. I'm counseling people all day, every day. My friends call me every day, and that's my job, that to problems. And you got your kids, my sons, their problems are my problems because I take them on. And then it's just you, and you like, who do I have? And I got mad at God. I'm gonna be honest. I got mad at God because I was crying one day and I was like, I'm tired. And he was like, I said, everybody come to me, but I don't have nobody. And I always say I never heard from God. And I heard him clearly say, because they need you and you only need me. And I said, okay.
Right. It's a tough deal, and it really is. It is so tough. But you do it. You make it. And you're right that you should. People forget. They think like, ooh, well, the tough ones don't need nobody. They don't need nobody. They can do it. Ooh, she tough. She can handle it. And you be like, ooh.
Tough, cry baby. Because I'm one. Because I'm a whole crybaby. I'm gonna be honest. I will cry in a minute. If they need an actress on any show, I can cry.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And that is so real. But that's the realness is that, we all go through it. We all go through it. We all have our ups, we all have our downs, and if we could just open that thing up and be like, hey, look here, I got problems.
No, let it go. Talk about it.
That part.
Talk about it.
That part. But the thing is, sometimes we can't talk about everybody.
Yeah.
Because I say it often, you don't want to go to the bar shop and be talking for what you're saying.
And I always explain it to people when I say talk about it. I'm not saying tell the world. I'm not saying just go out here on a platform and tell it. Sometimes you gotta talk about it. It can be in your car, it can be in your war room. Talk about it. Right. Like some people just sit on it. They don't even speak about it. My car is my serenity. I can sit in my car for hours. But when I'm sitting in that car, you better believe I'm praying. I'm listening to music because I love all type of music. I'm meditating. I'm talking to God. I'm letting it out.
Right.
And then I may talk to people, but when we say talk about it, we're not saying just start telling everybody your business because you can't do that. Because a listening ear is a running mouth. They go tell it. So just let it out. Like write it down, journal. Like it's a part of letting it out. I journal all the time. I tell people the good thing about journaling, that's between you and God. And the good thing about journaling, when you go back years later, you go back and read that stuff, you actually see the manifestation, the things you got over. Because I look at mine and be like, 10 years ago, I thought I was going to marry who? Oh my God. I know I didn't write that.
with the little hearts and everything.
Oh, played out my whole wedding. My cousin said all the time, girl, you had a notebook. I had the wedding colors, the songs, and I just thank you, Lord. I thank you, God.
Oh Lord. Yeah. Hey, all right. Now tell me some more about your foundation. That's because I'm just ooh.
Like I said, been sitting on it. Finally did 2 years ago. I had my very first event last year in April. It was mask off. I have so many great ideas coming forth. Um, like I said, we gotta have so many things I want to do for the women in the community, the college age girls, the high school girls. I actually went to Lincoln Prep in February and talked because February is Teen Dating Violence and Awareness Month, and people don't realize that. They don't understand there is a Teen Dating Violence and Awareness Month because I was a teen when I was in an abusive relationship. And so I went there and talked to the young from 7th grade to 12th graders, and it was over 100 females in there. And I talked to them about teenage dating, waiting, encourage them to, focus on school, listen to your parents. Because, back in the day, I thought my mama just didn't like me. But now, mama, I'm grateful. I'm sorry for not listening. And I just told her your parents only telling you things because they've been there. Older people only tell you that because you've been there. And I also want to do some with men because we need it. The young men in the community need things. And I'm going to collaborate with different organizations and do some things because I'm tired. I'm so tired of the cliques and the gun violence. It's too much. When I grew up, we can go to a party and have fun. You might fight, but them two people go still be in that same party and don't even bother each other no more.
Right.
You can't even go nowhere. I was a trail rider. We've been trail riding our whole life. You can't even go to trail rides now because people shoot at the trail rides.
Right.
So, it's just it's something happened. It's something has happened. The bridge is cracked, and we have to get back out there. They are high headed. I'm gonna be honest. I see it every day. They feel like you can't tell them nothing, but we still gotta try. We gotta try. So that's the thing. I just want to touch everybody, no matter the age. Talk to them about healing. That's what it's about. Healing and revealing. That's what it's about. Let's talk about it and let's get the healing to me. And I took you don't have to see me. Yes. Healing and revealing.
Yes.
That's our motto. It is. I got shirts where you can't heal from what you want to reveal, and then healing and revealing. That's what it is.
Man, that is so wonderful. Look here. I've held you, and I know you tired because you've been out there driving.
Man. Ooh, when I tell you this mama is tired, but I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't trade it. I'd rather go pick him up from school than visiting him in prison, And not to say nothing's wrong with that because kids get caught up, I don't judge because it can be mine tomorrow.
Right.
But I just prefer, I'm just grateful. Just grateful.
Well, look here, this is what I want you to do. I'm gonna give you these last couple minutes. I want you to say whatever it is on your heart. I want you to make sure you tell these folks how to reach out to your foundation. Because what I do have on here is one or two people that likes to help. They likes to help. So they gonna be ringing you up and hitting you.
Hit me up, because I will come to the H-Town, baby. Where y'all at? We can put it on the road. Let's put the show on the road. I will come and speak. Basically, like I said, my name is Tundra Turner. I'm a social worker. I've been a counselor at Grambling State University for 15 years. I have a foundation, She Rose Again, basically healing and revealing. You can't heal from what you want to reveal. I want to be able to help individuals. I come out and speak on all type of awareness topics, from sexual assault, domestic violence, teenage pregnancy, whatever you can think of, drug and alcohol usage. We do it all. But the message here is don't be ashamed. We all go through things. Get the help that you need. It's something with all of us. Trust me, I'm not perfect. They're not perfect. Your pastor not perfect. Let's just be honest. We're human. We deal with the flesh. Yes. We deal with those type of things. But get the help that you need. If you fall off the wagon, guess what? You can get back up. If you scrape your knee, you can get back up. I always tell people you might stumble as you walk out the door, but keep walking. Like, just keep walking. We all go through stuff, and it starts with you. You know, God, and then it starts with you. You have to get the help that you need. Because we don't want to continue to hurt people. We don't want to raise our kids and we didn't get the help that we needed. So now our kids are damaged. And then when our kids are damaged, they're kids. It's generational. So let's break those generational curses, get the help that we need, utilize the help that's in your community. Don't be ashamed. And I always tell people, you don't have to see me. I don't care about that. You do not have to see me. But if you need some resources, I'll refer you out. I mean, I know people. And if you know someone, let's just work together. So basically, that's what it is. I'm here to help. You can find me. My name is T Turner on Facebook. She Rose again. You can just hit my inbox, email me at Miss Tundra 79. That's TUNDRAMS 79 at gmail.com and at yahoo.com. I have two emails. And just hit me up. We can collaborate. I'm down for it. I ain't even competitive. Because I don't think we're trying to do is help somebody.
That's it.
So reach out. Let's do this. Like, it's needed every day. Like, I see it in a different aspect. I see it from 17-year-olds on up at a college level, and it's sad. I see a lot of things. So let's just work together. Let's do it. Like, and to you, continue to do this is needed. People need to see this. And I don't care, two people all down. Them two people can tell two more people, and then two more people can tell a domino effect. So continue to do what you're doing. Like, it's needed. I was like, I'm late. I'm looking like this. But
Are we going to do this? I already told you, look here. And like I said, I knew that you had something to bring. And I said, look here, don't even worry about that. We're going to
you did.
Look here. I ain't going to stop. Look here. They'll be here. They'll be here.
Hey.
Off their plate. They're going to eat. That's what's going to happen. They're going to eat. They're going to eat. Bottom line. And you are in, man, where you are. It's such a blessing. And I think about this, is that the opportunity to work with these students, not only just your kids, but the opportunity that you have at the university. She's at Grambling State University, y'all. I'm gonna say that. If y'all don't know, she's at Grambling State University. She out working with them chillins. My mama said, well, my mama called them chillins.
Them chillins. And and to say this, my sons, my oldest son went to Grambling, but my middle son went to school all the way in New Jersey. And my baby boy's in Tennessee. And when I tell you I get on their nerves, because the day I took them to college, we can meet. I want to see your dorm, but I need to know where your counseling center is and the police station. They used to be so mad, like, Mom. I said, no, because I know what happens in my job. I know how they be in my office, and I know they need that help. Right. And so when I took them to school, let's find your counseling center. And they was like, man, I hate that you're a counselor. No, because I need to know somebody going to take care of my baby when he's away from home. Because, they going to go through stuff in college. Right. Trust me, they're away from mom and daddy. Sure, I ain't gotta call nobody. I ain't nobody watching me like that. So I make sure with it. And if you got a kid going to college this year, trust me, go find a counseling center.
Yes, and you're doing a wonderful job. And if nobody tells you, the old country boy gonna tell you, I appreciate what you're doing, because you're doing it from the heart, because you care. And that's what a lot of people miss is people just don't care like they used to. That's rarity. Some people just in it for the money.
People do it for money, because you would be surprised. I'm not gonna put my business out there, but if I was doing it for the money, I would have been quick. Trust me. And so you got to know, like, when it's a calling or a passion, you may not get what you think you deserve. But on the flip side, I'm getting what I deserve, because like I said, when I have people to call me back years later and still tell me thank you, I even have students that call me and be like, you still there? Like, can I pay you to counsel me? And that's when I see the fruits of my labor. I see the fruits that way. So, and I just know God got something for me. I don't plant enough seeds. People tell me that you planted so many seeds and you think he's not going to bless you. You don't think your flowers are going to bloom. So I'm just sitting back waiting. I'm grateful to be here, but I'm just letting you guys know I still want more, and I'm going to get it.
Right. Look here, because you talk to the right man. Look here, that man up there, he created
what?
It's yours. It's yours. Look, we have not. Why?
Because we ask not. And let me tell you something, because I'm the biggest procrastinator. Listen to me. I get so complacent and comfortable, and I have to beat up myself like, no, we not settling in the rest of 2022.
That's
We're
right.
not doing that.
That's right. That's
We're
right.
not.
That's right. You are doing, man, the wonders that you're doing, your foundation, and just you as a mother, as a I'm sorry, as a, what is it?
Lovey,
Love it, as love
correction, Lovey,
it.
Lovey.
You as a lovey, you as a lovey, as a mother, as a counselor, you working, with your foundation, um, and it's all out of love. It's all out of
Right.
love, and to know, because I look at myself, from whence you came to where you are, from whence you
Mm.
came to where you are, ain't nothing but
Baby, because
grace.
all the tears I've sowed, I'm ready to reap. Trust
Mm,
me.
yeah,
But it's coming, and I trust God. That's the thing. I don't trust man.
that's
I
it.
trust God. And I
Yeah,
know that it's gonna happen.
it is.
It's happening. It's happening now. Just being here, it's happening. I'm grateful. But like I said, we all got room for growth and don't settle. You should want more. You should want more.
Well, I
So,
thank you. I thank you. I do. I thank you not for talking the talk, but I thank you for walking the walk. I thank you for being the example. For being an example of
I try.
you can be a mama and make it. You can be a teen mama and graduate. You can do it. You can do it.
Baby,
You
when
know.
I tell you I have older people like in the 70s that tell me like, babe, I remember you and them little boys coming in that junction every morning and you driving them to school. I remember you screaming at the games and that would be me. That was me. It's still me. I'm the biggest cheerleader. But like I said, it was hard, but I wouldn't trade it. I just would.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Well, I thank you so much. I thank you for taking the time out, for coming by this old table, for feeding transparently. And that's the thing.
Right.
I tell anybody,
I'm not
I
faking.
can't tell your story.
I
Only you.
can't fake it. I can't fake it, like, because somebody needs to hear it. Like, I have young girls, they stop me on campus random, like, I see you all the time, you just look so happy. I'll be like, do I? Oh, okay. But, I have to tell them, like, I'm not happy all the time.
Right.
Like, I have moments. Today, in that vehicle driving to pick up my son, I got a moment out of nowhere. And I'm like, God, it's okay. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. As long as he let me wake up the next day.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
another chance to get it right.
That part, and I'm gonna say that I told you I was gonna close my mouth. I probably shutting up, letting you talk. That's what people miss when if he gives us that to wake us up. All that stuff yesterday, it was yesterday. That right there gave you a brand new day, brand new chance, brand new grace, brand new mercy. Look at here. If you don't take full advantage of that
What?
that he gave you, that ain't on him. That's on you.
That's all right.
That's on
He gave
you.
you another chance. Like, take advantage of it. Because it's
Gee,
people who, had to close the eyes on a loved one today.
yeah,
You know? So you have to just take advantage of it every day. And it's not gonna be easy all the time. It's not. It's not easy. Some people have it easy. They're blessed. Some people were born with silver spoons, literally, in their mouths, but them people not happy either. A lot of those people are not happy.
that's
So,
it.
we tend to compare ourselves to other people. That's another thing. Stop comparing yourself to people because I do it too. Well, so and so do God. And I done told God, I know God said, girl, are you serious? Like, you really questioning me? And what I do is I'm like, now, God, here I am. I go to church every Sunday. Bible study every Thursday. I ain't out here being a jazzy bell and wear my stuff. And I know God like, did this have to really just say that? But I had to stop because that's their timing. That's their stuff. It was their moment. And I'm grateful. Now I clap. I'm gonna clap for you all day. I'm happy for you. Ain't a jealous bone in my body. But we need to stop comparing ourselves to people and watching what they eat off their plate.
Hmm,
Worry about yourself. Because your time coming. Because if he did it for a neighbor, he's gonna do it for you. It's just his timing.
that's it. And that thing that people miss. Let me tell you, this the old country boy right here. I know some folks live in a 30-bedroom mansion and empty on the inside.
Oh my God.
And I know some folk. I know some folk right down there underneath the bridge, just happy.
Happy. Happy. Happy.
Watch who you trying to compare yourself.
Millionaires with all the money that we want ending their lives because they're not happy.
That's it. That's it.
And we want the money. We think it's gonna be happy. You can bring us happiness, but not all the time. I was like you said, I've seen broke people. I've seen people walk in the streets, and I say sometimes I wish I had they soul. Whatever they laughing at, I wish I could laugh like that.
That's it right there.
You know,
that is it. And that's that one thing that people miss. The most important thing for me in this world that I can ever have, peace. And let me tell you something about this old country boy peace. I ain't finna let my mama, my dad, and my sister, my brother, my cousin, next door neighbor, best friend. I ain't nobody. Once you gain that, that peace. Look here. My mama used to get on now. Go on. Don't disturb my peace. I'm not finna.
The best gift that you can give yourself is peace. And that's why we have to be there for people. So many people in dysfunctional relationships just say they have somebody. People ask me all the time, and I used to get offended, like, why are you single? You must be crazy. Is something wrong with you? No, I know what I deserve. And I'm not going to stay in something just to say I have someone. My peace is very important. On top of that, I have 3 sons that's watching me to this day. And, it's easy to get in a relationship. Like, I can be in one of those. It's not hard. Trust me. You can get married if you really want to. But are you truly happy? And I'm not gonna sit around and be miserable just to have somebody.
Right.
And when I've been through all that, I've been through that stuff. And when I told God, if you could just give me a peace of mind, it'll come when it comes.
Yeah.
And I'm fine. I don't need y'all worried about me. I'm good. But you gotta have that peace. And it's not even just relational. It can be a job. Like, if you're not happy, go. You got to get that peace. It can be friendships. If those people if they're withdrawing more than they're depositing, bye. You got to go. Your peace is the most important thing you can give yourself.
Who you said that. And folks watch their bank account. They watch what they taking out because they don't want to overdraw it. But they don't watch their peace on how much they pouring out. And ain't nothing being and nothing.
It ain't mutual.
And you sitting there looking all crazy. Now
you don't want to fight. You don't want swinging. You don't want swinging in the fight. They ain't even trying to meet you halfway. It ain't worth it. And people lose themselves in situations like that. They don't understand the more you're in a dysfunctional situation, it's taking layers and layers and layers away from you. And before you know it, you think you're worthless because that person has belittled you. That situation has belittled you because you allowed it. Be by yourself. Walk away and heal. I tell people that all the time. Walk away and heal. It's okay. You're gonna be lonely. TV, the internet, these relationships, and should nobody be your relationship goal. Let me tell y'all that because we don't know what's going on at home. You don't know what they're going through. But the internet and TV make you think you have to be in this situation. No, you don't. No, you don't. But peace of mind.
That's it.
And once you get that peace of mind, people be wondering why she's smiling and she by herself. Because I'm not by myself. Because I have the ultimate Father.
Come on now.
Because I have that peace. I'm not worried about that kind of stuff. If it comes, if it happens, it happens.
And that's that thing, and I believe if a lot of it for me, and I don't know, I ain't no counselor, but a lot of times we end up in stuff because we ain't happy with us. Because we can't sit there. The one person we hate the most is when we walk past that mirror, we be like this. Let me cover that because I don't even want to see me. Because we don't even recognize who we are.
When I got older, I was like, Michael Jackson said, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I didn't understand that when I was a kid. But it starts with self. If you're not happy, like I said, you can't make nobody else happy. You're going to hurt that person. You're bringing all that baggage in that situation.
Right.
And you're going to hurt that person. Guess what? That person going to go hurt somebody else. And that person going to hurt somebody else. And that's why the world's so broken. People just hurt because nobody stopped to say, hey, I need to do a self-evaluation. I need to get some help. I need
Yes.
to break this curse. Like I need to get the help that I need so that I won't damage nobody else. I don't want to damage nobody else. I don't
Look,
want to damage nobody's son. I don't want to damage nobody's daughter. And then my own children. I got out of situations because I'm like, God, I have three sons that if they don't watch nobody else, they're
mm,
gonna watch me. And
yes.
to this day, they still would tell me, you don't need to. First of all, I had you, but they still watch. And that's why I don't settle. That's why it's a lot of things I don't do. Even
Right.
when I want to retaliate and go hard on somebody, guess what? Not only do my sons watch me, their friends watch me, the community watch me. So I can't even retaliate sometimes. I have to
Right.
just step back and remove myself from the situation. Because they're watching. And it be people that you don't even know watching. Like you, I never know you saw me at a football game. I wasn't watching people. I'm watching my son on that field to make sure that leg okay. You know, like I don't know nobody was watching me, but it's just you just never know who's watching you.
that,
So be very mindful
and
of what
that
you
is
do.
so true. I say
And
that
don't
so true.
settle.
That's what we have to do is that there are people are watching, and I think two kind of people watching. Two kind. I think there's people watching us to hope that we like they're rooting for us to succeed. And then
Yeah,
there's some other ones.
watching you so you can fall. And that's true. You got people that watch you because they want to see you happy or they see something in you that they don't see in themselves and they want to learn. They
Yes.
want to gather some information. Then you got people that just some people that have so much malice in their heart, they just evil. And my heart goes out to them too because they don't understand. They don't know. Maybe mom and dad was evil to them. Maybe they were bullying as kids. And most people that are unhappy is because it's a reason behind it. But people do sit back and wait for you to fall.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's not your friend. Everybody ain't gonna like you. But they watching, and that's what it is. So that's why at all times you have to carry yourself well. We're gonna miss her. We're gonna entertain some of the wrong
Oh
stuff
yeah.
sometimes. It's life, but I try my very best to continue to be what I'm talking about right now. This is what you get raw and uncut. I
Right.
have fun. I have fun. I go out and party with my friends sometimes at the house or somewhere like that because I ain't going to the club. But you might see me and you may say, "Hey, is that her?" Yep. Because I ain't never portrayed. I ain't never pretended to be nothing.
Right.
Nothing, because God loves us the just, the unjust. My uncle Cheetah taught me that a long time ago. Everybody know Cheetah was Cheetah. He gonna he gonna be himself, and people love him. So and I'm just myself. I'm transparent. It's just what you get. What you see is what you get.
And that's
That's just
that's
what it
that's the
is.
best. That's the best. I got an old shirt over there. It said, and a friend of mine gave me that old motto. It said, just be yourself because everybody else is taken.
That's right. And when we learn to do that, life is so much better. Like
It's so much better.
you don't. I
Shoot.
tell people this all the time. Stop. Why are you trying to keep up with the Joneses? Because guess what? They cars decline too. Don't try to keep up with the Joneses. The
Right.
Joneses ain't happy. We just use that name because that's the name everybody uses. But stop trying to keep up with people. They have issues as well.
They
They
do.
struggle. It may not be financially, but they struggling in some area.
Yep.
All of us have a struggle, all of us. So, just be yourself. Like, can't nobody be you but you.
That's it. That's it. I'm gonna jump on one thing. I was trying to let you go, but then you keep my old brain. It just ooh. Look, and I'm gonna go to that relationship thing. In this part, and this is my feeling. A lot of people go, and I've heard this, is they're going in looking for somebody to make them happy.
Right. That's where you mess up.
You can't if you looking for somebody to feed you to make you happy or to complete you. Now this is just my take, and it took me a long time to figure this one out. Now this is what I figured out. I don't need nobody to complete me.
Hmm.
I just need somebody to compliment me. Okay, because peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, peanut butter is peanut butter by itself.
And
Jelly
jelly,
is
jelly.
jelly
And
by
they
itself,
compliment each
but they
other.
complement each other. Okay,
And it's true because, people say, I just want somebody to make me happy. You got to make you happy. Like you have to be happy first before you enter that situation. And
yes,
that's why a lot of situations don't work because we're looking for something that we should be trying to find it within ourselves. Like
yes,
you have to be happy first. And people, get married all the time, and marriages are so rocky and that it's unstable and unhappy because they went in it the wrong way. They went in it seeking for something. And I hear a lot of women say, my daddy wasn't there, so I'm trying to find him. You can't find your dad in him. Your dad is your daddy for a reason.
Right.
But what you can do, you can heal from that damage, that brokenness. And once you get in that relationship, that person can only complement, like you said, what I already have. That
Right.
person can only add on to what I
Mhm.
already have. So that's true. Like, I've been in situations where I wasn't completely healed. And then you get in a situation and it can be a great person, but because you have trust issues, that you can run them away. Like, let's just be honest. Or the relationship will have issues because I have trust issues from what so and so and so did. That's why I always say heal. And I've been in a healing period. I don't want to date. Like, if it comes, it comes. I'm gonna be
Right.
honest. I'm not gonna reject it. But I know now if it comes, I'm ready. But beforehand, I wasn't completely ready. And I don't want nobody to deal with what I didn't deal with.
Right.
Now you can help me you can, you know, support me. You can
Mhm.
support me, but I can't expect for you to heal me. You
Right.
can't give me that.
Right.
It's God and therapy. It's God and me. It's God and self care. So when people go in it that way, like I need somebody to make me happy, baby, you'll never be happy then. Because if you can't make you happy, they can make you smile. They can make the flesh happy.
Right.
They can stroke the flesh and you
Right.
think you're happy. But when the flesh, just like I tell people with problems, you go to drugs and alcohol. Oh, I'm high, I'm feeling good. But when that high drug go down, that problem's still there. It's
Right.
not, we use different things for coping, the wrong things for coping mechanisms. You have to heal within.
That is so true. In old country boy here, I've been down there a few times. Well, I done
What?
had a few of them. Them relationships. I done a few of them things because I wasn't healed. I had to go back. I had to go back and figure it out. And let me tell you, when you do, it's like a whole what they talk about them scales be removed from your eyes because it be different because you be like, oh, you know
Yeah.
what Tyler Perry say? What was I thinking, Lord?
And it's good that you can identify that I had some issues, and I probably hurt a few people along and sometimes we don't recognize when we hurt people
Right,
because we're so hurt. I can't honestly say I've never hurt nobody. I've never been that person. I've always been the other person. But I understand, like, those people don't. Some people just don't know how to love you correctly. They didn't get it. They didn't get it. It wasn't a learned behavior for them.
right,
And you don't see it now. But when you mature and get the healing that you need, you can sit back and say, you know what, that person has some issues. So how can I expect for you to love me? I'm grateful to God that it ended because you would have damaged me, and I don't need your stuff on me. I don't need them spirits on me. So when it happens, it happens. But like people tend to, like I said, society make everybody think that you have to be in a relationship. Like, I mean, I don't feel like personally, I don't think, and I may be wrong, but I don't think God placed nobody on this earth to be alone. But I also know that He didn't place you on this earth to be desperate. So if you have to be alone, roll with it. Roll with it. So, get the healing. You gotta heal.
got to heal. You got to
You
heal.
gotta heal.
You got to reveal to heal.
You can't heal from what you won't reveal.
Okay, that y'all done heard it, boy. I like that one. You can't heal from what you. I'm gonna say it. You can't heal from
From
what
what
you
you
don't.
won't reveal.
Keep it a secret if you want to. Okay,
Healing and revealing. Period.
okay.
Period.
Oh Lord. I thank you. Look, you made me keep on going. I just couldn't stop. I could. Look,
It is what it is.
y'all need to check her out. That's what y'all need to do. Y'all need to check her out. Y'all need to call her up. Y'all blow her phone up. Make what's his name? President.
Working hours.
Make
Working
President
hours.
Yellow upset. Just blow her phone up. Be like, we need Miss Turner.
No, not after 9 p.m. now. Because Miss Turner be in the bed. Miss Turner get the shut eye. If I'm gonna do nothing else, I'm gonna get my rest, baby. I'm gonna get it. But no, I'm just saying. People call me all the time. If I don't get it right then, I'll return your call the next day. I don't have a limit on it because I just know some people just call and want to vent sometimes. Because when I needed that person to listen to me, like I would call you. So yeah, just hit me up, T Turner on Facebook. Email, like I say, Miss Tundra79 at yahoo.com or Gmail. It's better to just go in my inbox here on Messenger and I'll reply and get back with you.
Look here, y'all heard it here. Y'all done heard it here. I told y'all this was gonna be fantastic. I knew it was. I had no diggity, no doubt, no diggity, no
I
doubt.
can't believe I came on your podcast looking straight like I came off the highway.
I know how you gonna come like that and I got all dressed up for you.
I was like, get your stuff out the car. I told you this podcast. I had to tell my nephew, you better not say, you better be quiet. Lord.
Now, I do. I noticed you had some things that came, and I appreciate it. I do. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
taking the time out to come here to share, to enlighten, to sow some seeds, for your transparency. Continue doing what you're doing. The blessings will continue to roll in. You
And I
know,
receive it. Y'all
really.
heard, God, you heard him. I receive it.
I look. I'm.
I
I'm
want all my stuff. I want it all.
out my
I
stuff.
want all my stuff, God.
I don't want nobody else
I've
stuff.
been in the wilderness too long, God. You gotta be my season here. That's it. I gotta confess it.
Well, look here. I'm telling you right now. I said this. This here is reaping season. This here is reaping season, and I've seen it. I've seen it. I believe it. This is reaping season. So just know your time, your time, your time.
Ooh, I'm ready.
Can you just remember the old country boy when it? Just remember, man.
I'm re- I ain't gonna forget you. I promise you. Because I tell myself all the time, God know to give you stuff. Because if He would have blessed me back then, I would have nothing. I wouldn't have nothing. Or, for real, like some people He'll bless and you don't know how to handle them blessings. You get unhumble. You ain't humble no more. You get bougie, so you forget. I had to struggle. Because now when He blessed me, I'm gonna know how to handle that stuff. So I'm just grateful for the moment. Give it to me. I'm ready now, God. I'll be like, dear God, I'm ready. I'm ready for my stuff.
Obedient. I was being obedient. I'm ready.
God, I ain't perfect, but when I tell you, I, I done been obedient. I've been obedient. I waited my turn, God. I done struggled. I done raised these kids by myself.
Right.
Family help, but I basically by myself. And they grown. They grown, so it's mama time. It's mama time.
That time now.
Yeah.
Look, well, I thank you so very much. I thank you. Look, I thank every one of y'all for popping by here, for tuning in. I thank y'all so much. I told y'all this whole table, it's a blessing. Y'all just don't know. Country Boy got fancy fight. This right here, as long as the good Lord give me breath, I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna keep on doing this thing.
Where you play that? Where you play that?
I'm gonna keep on doing it. I'm gonna keep on doing it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I ain't never seen no.
Did I cook it tonight? Was the meal good?
I think I got something on my tie. As long as the good Lord continues to bless, I know He will. Because I'm gonna continue to do this every single day. Any person that wants to come here, I tell y'all, and I'm seeing that anybody that wants to come here and share openly, anybody that wants to share openly, share their journey. As I always say, we all on this journey together. The only difference
That's right.
is we have our own individual stories. But there's something about your story that can help me on my journey. But that's what we're supposed to do. That's what we're supposed to do. And that's what I'm gonna continue to do the best. I'm gonna be that one of those string right there. I'm gonna be trying to knit something together. I'm gonna be just trying to knit it. I'm gonna keep on knitting. I'm gonna keep on knitting. I'm gonna keep on doing it.
That's right.
Y'all stay tuned because I got nut guests coming. What that is? I think that might be March. No, ain't tomorrow. Friday, maybe Friday. I don't even know. But look here, y'all just go check out the page. I'll be putting them old folks up there to be coming. They be a poo-poo, and they be coming. I know every once in a while I have to bribe somebody a bologna sandwich. You know, look here, I'm gonna give you fried bologna sandwich. You come on, talk to the old country boy, and I owe some folks some bologna sandwich. I'm gonna have to go get some. I'm gonna have to get one of them big ones. You know, the ones you have to just slice.
But you gotta burn the bologna. You gotta burn it. You gotta burn the bologna.
Have it bubble in the middle.
You gotta burn it.
Oh Lord, let me turn. I sure appreciate it, man. Y'all check her out. Y'all go follow her. She's doing wonderful things. She really is. Thank you so very much for taking.
You're welcome.
You go get you some rest. On that old road thing, then you had them old chillings.
Thank you again. Thank you again.
God
bless what you're doing.
Man, I love each and every one of y'all unconditionally, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. Miss Turner, y'all have a good one now. You're here.
You too.
We out of here.
Bye.
Bye.